Alright, let's check out Lazu and Lyonar with the War Surge Lyonar deck.
Anyway, this deck pretty much utilizes similar cards to the Tempo Lyonar, except now we have War Surge, so get ahead on board with the Maws and your Blood Tier Alchemists and whatnot, and it's fantastic. It's very tempting just to use the Afterblaze here. I could also use the Maw on the War Surge, which is not bad. I can use the Maw on the Blaze Hound, that's probably the best play. Unfortunately, the Windblade add-up is going a little bit away, but it is what I have to do to play this hand. Delicious cookies. Yeah, just keep this hand. These are pretty good. I'm already massively ahead on board, so this is a good position for me. A great position, in fact. I don't know why he put his dude over here. Over here. It seems like a really common mistake that people are making, because it allows me to take out his minion and grab the Mana Spring. You don't want to give your opponent both options. Alright, let's bust up that Arclight Regalia. I might want to get rid of the War Surge just because I don't have many good cards now. Or I don't have much cards that go on the board right now. It's just a little bit unfortunate. I'm still ahead by Blaze Hound, but it's not that great. Yeah, getting rid of the Arclight Regalia was kind of a big priority. Kind of unfortunate how big that was. Oh my gosh. Maybe he'll heal up my mini for me with the Afterglow. Sorry about the full mouth. I can get rid of Imperial Shroud. Maybe even a War Surge. Because it's my turn for Regalia. Alright, let's get rid of Imperial Shroud. See if I can get a nice 2-drop. No, that's not a 2-drop. I'm going to grab the Mana Spring anyway, even though I don't get anything out of it, but I don't want him to grab the Mana Spring, so this is good. Developing a Regalia is huge because it's an empty board. Alright, get rid of an Imperial Shroud. Going to want to repulse one of them away. And then hit here for the Regalia. The Arcanine Sentinel. This is pretty good. I lose a little bit of the Regalia, but this is still a pretty fine situation. I guess it's kind of bad if he puts down Ironcliffe Guardian, but I have another Regalia and a War Surge, which is pretty insane. I guess the worst thing that could happen is a Holy Immolation. But the Regalia is still pretty huge, yeah. Oh no, it is a Holy Immolation. Oh really? It's not. Lucky me. He should have used Sun Wisp first, just in case he could get a Holy Immolation, right? Kind of want to get rid of the Azurite Lion. But the Ironcliffe Heart is very, very large here. I guess I have to get rid of the Azurite Lion. I do want bigger guys. A little kind of, I don't know, it's hard to say really. That's a pretty big Ironcliffe Guardian. I guess if he has a way to remove it, that would be kind of too much. But I have a pretty solid hand, I'd say. We're about even on the board. Well, I'm way ahead, but it depends on whether he can get rid of Ironcliffe Guardian or not. If he gets rid of the Ironcliffe Guardian, not a really big deal. It's kind of a big deal. Ooh, Dispel. That's not too... Well, that's a pretty big deal on the Arclight Sentinel part, but the Ironcliffe Guardian is still around. That's a big body, so that's really tough. Because I can put down the Roar on it, and then he can take out the Silver Guard Knight easily. He has to develop an Inquisitor Kron here, pretty much. Ooh, Afterblaze, that's pretty major. Maybe I can get a Holy Immolation, please? Oh, this is really where his deck shines, right? Because he's developing a lot of big guys. Well, he's developing a big guy and he's healing him up. So it's pretty major. Holy Immolation, please? Blood Tier Alchemist is not quite it. But it's about the best I can do. Double Regalia is pretty heavy on... Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Not much else to say about that. Aw, no. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, what? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I can attack here. Never mind. That almost seems severe. He only has one card, so it seems pretty okay for me. Well, it seems like in a long game he does pretty well, right? Well, it still depends on what that one card is. Could not have been a worse card for me. I could die to a Holy Immolation now. Maybe, I guess it might have been a little bit better to put down a Spelljammer to take on the Healer Mystic. But he needs two, well, I guess he only needs one Holy Immolation. No. What a draw-based game. I think I'm doing fine. War Surge can help me close out the game. Ironcliff, yeah, I think I got this. Hopefully I got this. I would be pretty upset if I did not get this. Oh, it's not Tempest, is it? Well, I guess... Well, no. Removing this doesn't really help that much. Blistering Scorn. Wow! Those were pretty big deals. Guess I didn't really play around with that, but... that is a tough one to swallow. But yeah, the Sunriser did a lot against me. Unfortunately, I don't really have a board. I need to draw into more of my reactive cards now.
Yeah, but after that Sunriser, there's definitely not really much of a chance for me to get back in the game. It just seems a little bit unlucky that the decks that I'm actually playing against are pretty strong against this War Sentinel, so it's not really showcasing how strong this is, but rather showing how unlucky you can be with against Lyonar, which is one of the only classes with a whole bunch of AoE. And Magmar General being the only general that can increase his attack apart from a heal at Lyonar, but that didn't really happen in this particular game. But anyway, you're going to see me face off against a Magmar, and unfortunately there is a little bit of difficulty going through, but check it out. Check it out!
Hello. Alright, let's check out whether I can get a different turn 1 play. Azurite Lion, that is what I was looking for. I was a little afraid I might have to play the Mob, but turned out to be okay. In fact, it's such a great combo with Azurite Lion and the Afterblaze because I can probably grab a mana screen, put down a Maw and everything, and get rid of some kind of minion. Is super strong. Otherwise, I'd probably just go with a 2 and a 3, which is super consistent in this deck. This deck runs a bunch of low curving cards, and hopefully you can hold on to the game with War Surge, your buffs, Afterblaze, and then your Ironcliff Guardians that can come out of Ironcliff Heart, which is super awesome. It's very similar to the Tempo deck I played last week in terms of the cards, but the win condition is a little bit different. You don't run Devon Bond, instead you run War Surge because you have a lot of minions that come down the board. Rex, well, Lix seems quite familiar. Oh, Saberspine Tiger is pretty interesting. I guess having a Lava Lance would be pretty intense because he can just use the egg. But the Lava Lance is pretty insane, right? It's 1 mana, I think, so that would be a pretty major deal. I'm not really sure how strong Rex is. It seems like a lot of people like to run it. A 1 mana 3/1, it doesn't get killed by Blood Tier Alchemist, so it seems pretty nice. It takes 2 hits to kill technically. And for 1 mana, it does curve out nicely with the 3 mana plays, your 4 mana plays, whatever. You know, whenever you need the extra mana, just put down the Rex, puts a little bit of damage on your opponent's general probably. Seems like this 3/1 egg is actually a huge deal because... Why is it a huge deal? It's a huge deal because you can't ping it off, so that makes it a huge deal. That's also a huge deal. Tagetti is not fun. But this is fine. This is totally fine. Just drop this dude. Unfortunately, it's not a free kill, but it's a kill nonetheless. If it was an unnerfed spaghetti, that would be a pretty major deal, but it seems to be okay here. Hopefully no War Beast. Not exactly play around it, but I don't want my Azrael Lion to die, so I'm going to keep it there. These cards are completely fine to keep. Definitely want to hold on to the Blaze Hound, and these cards are nicely reactive. I am well prepared for Inquisitor Kron, I'll tell you that much. I could almost deal 12 damage next turn. Almost. Second Tegedi is not nice at all. I can dispel it. Dispel an Afterblaze is not bad. Bring him on back. Now I'm playing against. I'm playing around War Beast. These cards are still completely fine to keep, I think. Oh, War Surge is what I've been waiting for. Unfortunately, War Surge is not as good against Magmar because Magmar's attack goes up to 3 or 4, so the effect of it is not as major as against other generals who have 2 attack, and will have a hard time dealing with 3 health minions. Unfortunately, Magmar has an easy way of removing that. Okay. It was War Beast. Okay, I get it. Just gotta keep my distance now. I'll put the roar on the Blaze Hound. The hope is I can somehow close a game like this. Another War Beast would be pretty insane. My strategy is totally wacky if he runs away, because that means I'm going to have to spend some time to chase after him. Then War Beast can do quite a bit to take me out. It's kind of unfortunate that the War Surge isn't doing too much apart from attack. Maybe I should put Jack's True Sight in this deck. It's kind of good with the War Surge, right? Makes it a little bit less susceptible to Blistering Scorn. Okay, Inquisitor Kron. Alright, Inquisitor Kron's a little far away. I can't really deal with it right now. It has to be a Holy Immolation draw. Actually, that's also a draw. Lucky me. Very, very lucky of me. Man, playing around War Beast is kind of stinky. Not to mention, he also has very close to lethal damage. Yeah, if it's bound to Life Force, then I'm done for. It's kind of unfortunate. Inquisitor Kron, like, if you place it far away, it's great. If you place it close, it's also great because it has Provoke. Oh my gosh. Like, you can't keep him around. Oh, Thumping Wave. Okay, well, thanks for that. But yeah, I had to make that approach, even if he has...
It was a pretty interesting War Surge deck. You can put down the minions, get ahead, and then put down the War Surges just to make your minions last longer. Unfortunately, it doesn't work quite as well as Kara because, unfortunately, it's actually a big difference putting down the minion first and afterward it's buffed to 3 health. So putting him down first is definitely still a tempo play, and if you're ahead on board, the War Surge is just excellent, but unfortunately it doesn't really work out quite that way, especially against these decks because they have a lot of AoE, and Magmar General just doesn't feel effects of War Surge, which is why you might need multiple War Surges for it to be effective on Magmar. So not really the best decks to showcase War Surge, Zoo, Lyonar against, but otherwise it was pretty sweet experience, a lot back and forth, even though I ended up being on the losing side of things, but, you know, sometimes they can end up that way. Of course, it's probably not the best win condition War Surge as opposed to Divine Bond with big minions, but otherwise it is a fun experience, so be sure to check out some more videos and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you